Hey guys, I'm here to do a review on Burned by Sara Shepard. This is book 12. I read it pretty quickly. Yesterday I had some sort of sinus thing. I'm still kind of dealing with it, but I'm a little bit better. So, the good thing about, not feeling that well is you really can't do much besides watch a movie or read because you want to be laying down. So I finished this morning. It continues the tale of the Pretty Little Liars, and this one was, the whole thing was taken on like a cruise ship that the girls went on with different schools. So the whole thing is them being on the ship, and they're still struggling with different secrets that they have, and there's obviously coincidence between those things, and I like this better than Stunning. But I still think they both are like, I don't know, it was interesting, it was good, but it wasn't as phenomenal as like the books at the beginning were. And I'm starting to think that maybe this series should have ended already, which is sad because I love Pretty Little Liars. I love it. But sometimes I feel like they drag it out just to make more money and to keep people interested to watch the TV show. And the books just aren't the same quality as the beginning. And I think it started falling off for me around, I believe it's Twisted. I can't remember what number that is. I know there's Twisted, there's Wanted. I don't know if it was like 8 or 9. 9? I just can't remember exactly the number. But it started to just do that where it was like, I feel like it was just being dragged on when we should already have more answers than we have. And I still enjoy, going back into the world of the Pretty Little Liars and Rosewood. But, Sarah, you need to give us something with the next book. I believe it's Crushed in June. I'm hoping just from the title that we find out something that, obviously crushes the girls. Because this is just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being impatient, but I've invested a lot of time. This is the 12th book, and the book's usually 350 to 400 pages. So, I've invested 4,500 to 5,000 pages, literally, if you think about it, in this book, and I'm not getting any answers. It's just the same thing every time. So, it was good. It just wasn't that great. I'm not telling you guys to quit reading. Don't read all the way through like I have or anything. I'm just telling you, just don't expect much when you start getting further into the series. I'm not going to say the quality of writing because she writes the same, but the plot is not as intense as it is in the first half of the series as it is in the second. But I still enjoy it. So that's Burn. So I was just, before I started this video, was looking at my to-be-read drawer, and every book that I have is massive, like 450, 500 pages. Then I have Game of Thrones to read. Discovery of Witches is long. I have Venom by Fiona Paul to read. I have Haunting of America Part 1 and 2, which is pretty cool, and it's different. It's not necessarily young adult. I have tons of bind-ups, which obviously are like 3 books in one. So, moral of the story is that I'm going to try to read at a steady pace, but there might not be as many book reviews as fast as I would like if I don't get in a groove with a book, because I'm going to be reading 3 books at once. So I decided this is what I'm going to read. I've had this for a really long time, so I need to dive into it. It's Ruling Passion. It's the first 3 books of Alexander Harvey's vampire series, and I thought there was a name for this. I don't know. It says, prepare to have your heart ruled. On her 16th birthday, Solange Drake will fulfill her destiny. With her 7 older brothers' protection, Solange and her family will finally assume their rightful places as rulers of all vampires throughout the land. But when bounty hunters and rival clans challenge the Drakes to ascend to power, their home of Violet Hill becomes increasingly dangerous, and as Solange is seduced by the enemy, and her brother Nicholas fights feelings for her best friend Lucy, nothing can be more dangerous than the temptations of falling in love. And this includes Hearts at Stake, Blood Feud, and Out for Blood. Readers will be captivated by the dark and mysterious world of Velvet Hill, where new royal responsibilities bring untold risks, and the irresistible Drake brothers steal unsuspecting hearts one at a time. This sounds really good, and I love buying bind-ups because it's 3 books in one, and I'm able to, go from one book to the next and not have to wait and try to get my hands on it. It's also very cost effective. The few times that I'll actually buy a book brand new at Barnes & Noble is when I buy books like this. $10 to 3 books, I think is a great deal. So I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in a while to look what they have. I usually go around this time of the year, and they usually have a few new bind-ups of series that I never got into. So I usually pick them up. It's always around this time of the year. I don't know if they think people... I don't know. I feel like people read all the time, especially in the winter, but I guess not everyone has a winter like, good part of the United States does. Maybe they think beach reads or such, but I feel like this time of the year is when a lot in fall, where a lot of the bind-ups come out. So I'm going to try to get my hands on some other series that I haven't checked out yet, but I've heard really good things about Alexandra Harvey. I've been on a witch kick, so I'm trying to go back into vampires. I watched the entire first and only season of The Secret Circle on Netflix, which is L.J. Smith's story of a coven of young witches, and there was 22 episodes. I will literally watch it in a few days, and honestly, I've always been drawn more to books about witches and witchcraft. I just always have. I love the Wicked series by Nancy Holder. If you haven't read that, check that out. I've always been more drawn to it. I think it's a little bit more interesting. Although I've read so many vampire books too, and I think the reason why I like this is because there's bounty hunters and there's rival clans, and there seems like this is going to be action packed. And if it hadn't said stuff like that, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. So I'm not sure. Let me check real fast while I'm on here with you. Let's see. She spells it weird. Alexandra Harvey. All right. That's weird. Oh, it's called The Drake Chronicles, by the way. Okay, so let me go here. They don't really have a page for her on Wikipedia. She has another book called The Haunting Violet. Excuse me. Sorry, I told you guys that I had some sort of sinus thing going on. I'm going to her site. I just want to know if there's more than these 3 books is pretty much what I'm trying to figure out. Yes, there is. There's Bleeding Hearts, there's Blood Moon, and there's Blood Prophecy, which is an ebook. So, I wonder if they're going to put another bind-up out. They came out January 2012, June 2012, and December 24th, 2012. So, I'll have to look that up. So, I'm definitely going to be starting this literally after I edit this video. So, something different, something I really haven't seen anyone review. Alexandra Harvey's books. And if you haven't already, pick up Pretty Little Liars series and check that out. All right, happy reading. Bye.